excited when I have to speak to the youth. And I'm very sorry that I have to break your flow. But he said it. I think as long as I have not been cloned, I can only be in one place at the same time. But I really enjoy to be where the youth or youth discussions are being held. I may disappoint you a little bit, Alex. I don't want to talk about role of research. I think they all know it. And I think there are enough scientists and science already going on. So what I want to do in the next 5 minutes is just to put some of my thoughts on the table that I think would be my pennyworth ideas. If I'm able to inspire or motivate only one person in this room today, my job will be done. I want to start from an experience I had in a very far country many years back, about 8 years ago. I found myself in Jamaica. And when I got into the airport in Montego Bay, I saw the bobsled. How many of you young folks here know what is the movie called Cool Running? Can I see your hand? Now I know who's young and who's old. A tropical country winning gold medal in winter sports. You understand that? A country in the tropics competing in winter sports and winning gold medal. You understand that? All odds are against these people. And nobody could ever have imagined that a country like Jamaica would even compete, let alone winning, let alone a gold medal. So it just so happened that in the week I was entering Jamaica, the very 3 or 4 of the people who get into the bobsleigh and go in that little canoe-like thing were right in the airport doing autographs on the very equipment they used to win the gold medal. So, of course, yours truly, I took a picture and have them sign. Now, what I want to say about that experience is that despite all odds, you must go out and make an impact. You will have nobody to blame, and there is unemployment everywhere. There has been unemployment before you are born. There will be unemployment after you are gone. But to romanticize unemployment is no longer a choice. So go out, despite all odds, make a way, and make an impact. And I think that is what AIM and Unibrain and all of these talks is all about. I also met some students from the Earth University, the Earth Institute. I don't know if anybody know about that. Very good. This is a university that produces graduates who come out with hands-on experiences in agricultural innovations, and they go out to do business. As a matter of fact, in your penultimate year, you are given some amount of money, real money, not monopoly money, real money, to go into the market and come back with your profit. So if you don't make profit, you've lost out. So there are institutions that are also helping to combat this whole scenario or help people achieve their goals the same way that AIM and these incubation stories you are hearing is set up to help people. So that was a story and some examples that I would first like to put on the table for you. The second thing, or the first thing I'd like to say, to keep this at the back of your mind, that in every system, no matter what, failure is the thing that happens by default. In every situation, failure is what happens by default. If you succeed, it's a continuous process of continuous mitigation of those failures. And don't think that you mitigate one failure today, that's the end of the story. It's a continuous process. So you must bear this in mind. The moment you step out to make a difference, to make an impact, in agribusiness especially, you must gear yourself for a process of continuous mitigation of things that will make you fail. But I want to ask a question. There must be some heroes. I listened to Alex. He was talking about mentors, and I think this is a perfect mindset to help encourage these young people so that they do not make the mistakes of those who are ahead of them. As a matter of fact, I mean, I will consider myself a failure if I fail to inspire people behind to go ahead, to go beyond me. So, I think the whole idea of mentors and heroes in agribusiness is just that. I was in GCAT conference in Johannesburg last April, and I was particularly challenged when I saw a young lady by the name Nono. I actually invited her here, but she got taken by other things, to come share her experience. Nono was, I use the word correctly, was a finance analyst in South Africa, one of the big companies. But she dumped that to go into agribusiness. She went to do MBA in agribusiness and understood exactly what she wanted and got out of the financial market, which could be a lucrative thing, but today she is smiling to the bank. So that tells me that if we do it right and the policy, enabling policy and the environment is true, you should be able to overcome your obstacles. And there are very promising examples in Unibrain, in Uganda, with you guys in the banana, in sorghum. I don't think I have met, but they are there. I have seen the ones from Sinclair. I get very proud and excited how these people are changing their own lot for the better. So, today I'm talking to the youth. But remember, it was only a few years ago that I was a youth. Maybe I'm still a youth actually. Don't say was. What I want to tell you is that the only thing that makes you a youth, you are a function of the time you have in your hands. And it's like the candle wax. And you see it, it is solid. But when it starts working, it becomes liquid. And in a matter of time, your wax is gone. But it depends, the value you now put while that light is on is a function of what you yourself do while that light was on. Youth is nice, but you will not be a youth forever, I can assure you, because I didn't remain a youth forever. So you will soon expire, but before you expire, make good use of your time. I'll tell you one analogy before I go sit down. The analogy, I shared this with IITA youth a short while ago when I was visiting IITA. And it's the analogy of two birds. These two birds, one is a vulture and the other is an eagle. If you see these two birds, they have very close attributes, but they also have their distinctive characteristics. They both fly high, they both have very good vision, but one looks for carcasses, the other looks for live animals. The choice is yours. If you want to eat carcass, it's up to you. It may sound good that I don't like carcass. If you want to get the live ones, it's also up to you. And I think you are being equipped. You have the vision, you have the wings, and the choice is yours, what you make out of it. finally, I put one question for you, because you see, this meeting is being put on the margins of FARA General Assembly. This event happens on a triennial basis. If you take nothing out of here, you go idle for the next 3 years. And I don't want you to go out living in the light of others. Make good use of this moment. And to do that, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. The first of them would be, where can I get what I need? And the second is, why am I here? And the question is, it seems simple, but it may also change your future. And you may think that, yes, it's nice to be in Kigali. Of course, it's nice to be in Kigali. It's a city I love. But, you know, you may also just come enjoy the nice breeze or go and see the mountains. The mountains were there before you came. They will be there when you were gone. But what you take out of Kigali that nobody else can take from you is what you've got to look out for. And that is what I think would be the important thing that you need to do. The General Assembly is not a jamboree. I do hope that you will be inspired. For me, I think that it's time for you to make a move. If you cannot crawl, if you can, well, let me put it the other way around. If you cannot fly, then run. If you cannot run, then walk. And if you cannot walk, then crawl. But to stay where you are is no longer an option. Thank you very much.